Probably research initially when I was looking at doing our house. So it was something that would stabilise my wood and then highlight, the colours and features of the wood. Well, look, one thing that we do right for my company itself is I like timber. I like the natural colours and features of timber. So, using Q-Tech, that's exactly what it does. My first point of call is an oil that will protect the wood, and secondly, highlight the colours and features of wood. Water-based oils, a lot of, we've had that discussions in the past. It changes that aspect of it, where, these penetrating oils, especially Q-Tech, it just brings out the colours. One recent job that we did was a American oak deck down in Jellybrand, which is a really high rainfall area. The guy was sold the timber, put it down on his deck and just let it go, which is a common thing. Just let it grow off, it'll be fine. Well, it all swelled up, it joined, it started to deteriorate, and American oak's not a cheap timber itself. So, we completely cleaned it, and then we decided to go, he wanted a really dark colour. So then, we darkened it up, and it come up amazing. Mate, it works. We do a lot, being in Geelong where we are, we do a lot of work down on the coast. We've got extreme temperatures down here. It can be like 35, 40 degrees, and then they get massive rainfall. So what we've found using Q-Tech, once we clean it, we brush sand all the timber and we soak it. We can get, 18 months, depends on exposure, how the deck exposed to the weather, but we'll get a lot, 18 months between coats, and the timber's staying what it is. I'll give an example, like we're doing a job now which they've coated in a water-based product, and it started to crack, it peels, but to get that off it's an enormous amount of work. So from a maintenance point of view with, using a Q-Tech oil, we just go back, we use like a quick cleaner, use your product, quick clean, spray it on the deck, hose it off just to get the dirt, dust, bird poo, whatever off it, and then we brush another coat in it. So from a maintenance point of view, it's so much easier and cost effective. But also too, we've pulled off some other product oils as well, and then underneath the timber, it's rotting out. They trap the moisture inside the wood. Probably both. Any large scale, like recently we did some new schools were getting built up through Melbourne, all around the side of Melbourne, and the scale of it, we've used probably 300 litres of oil on it. So on that scale, I go, you need something that's easy to maintain, because you've always got to look at architects can design something that looked fantastic. We're on another house now in Point Addis, and the decker line on that house is 900 square meters. So we have to look at something that is, whatever we put on, it's got to be easier to maintain long term, and it's got to look after the wood. Using the wrong product on that, it's going to be an expensive job to try and fix it. Mate, happy with it. Yeah, happy with it. From a stabilisation point of view, now pre-oiling, we do an insane amount of pre-oiling at the moment to just stabilise that timber before we put it on the wall, or it goes up on the wall and then recoats after that.